Namaste, beautiful soul sisters and brothers of the light. Deanna coming to you on March, is it the 18th or 19th? Oh crap. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm coming on to see how everybody's doing. And I was reflecting yesterday about no wonder why I couldn't pick for an energy update just 1 week for March. As we all know, we are in the middle of a pause. And what I reflected on this morning, I had to go out and get a few things. I live in a small town, small community. It's actually considered a village. And I was just amazed. First of all, I'm outside every day. And Mother Earth feels like if you just go in that stillness and really be consciously aware of what's really going on right now, Mother Earth is taking a beautiful exhale. I feel this solar plexus energy, of course, in the earth and us, to where everybody's finally just pausing and breathing. And I got pushed into my pause and my spiritual awakening about 6 years ago. And I feel a collective consciousness for many of you. I'm almost like, thank you. There's other people's consciousness finally sitting with me. And listening to nature this morning on my way out to venture out to the grocery store, I had a lot of apprehension within me going, I haven't been out of my home in over a week. How's it going to be energetically this time versus what it was about a week ago? And it was beautiful. I felt like I was carrying my light presently, right? A lot of us, we're all in intense times. It's how are we handling it? The birds singing is loud and intentional. The animals are responding to this quietness that we are all forced, for many, forced to stop and take a pause. And I'm going to challenge you guys, and I'm going to bring this into your awareness to focus on your breath more and more. I was reflecting upon the journey and what my passion was starting my YouTube channel over a year ago. And I feel like we're in it. And I'm not the only one that said this. There's many people that share the same, but feeling it, right? How are we doing with taking this pause, even though many were being forced to? Allow this beautiful energy to expand you, to hear your inner voice, your intuition. I've been saying for months, and again, I'm not the only light worker. There's many of us, and we're all collectively rising right now. It's like the energy that many people felt from such a tragic, 9/11. There's something that happens with humanity on changing their perspective, and unfortunately still there takes tragedy to wake a lot of people up, whether it be on a personal level or a collective level. And if we can all just remember that and be consciously aware going forward. And I'm 120% optimistic that this pause that everybody's being made to stop is going to cause a lasting impact on the collective of humanity. There's less pollution right now because there's less people out. There's less littering by those that still do that. There's less chaos. There's less of the hurry here, hurry there. This pause can be used as an opportunity to grow, and I know this because when I was knocked into it 6 years ago when my beautiful empath son passed away, it was like a train wreck at first. But what I did and what I consciously chose to do during those quiet times, that pause, as I started processing the trauma as a human experience, it left me very alone and still for me to really connect with our spirit self, our higher self, the God, the Christ consciousness. And I'm telling you guys, I hope everybody's utilizing that right now. If you feel the dense energy of the collective moving through you. Do your very best to bring that into your awareness and allow it to move through you. Practice loads of breath work right now if you feel that, because I've definitely felt it move through me, but I'm not becoming it. There's nothing of the world that can take that connection away from you, and that's the beautiful thing. I'm seeing many people worried about many different things, and one of the things that this pause is creating is people having to stay home and not work. Do not worry of the things of the world. Do not worry about your rent. Do not worry about your mortgage. This pause and our needs will be met. They always will be. Always. On a collective level and astrological, which is all, we're all one, this energy can really change how humanity is living on this earth, this planet. And we want it to be full of abundance and creative energy and love and compassion all the time. Not just when tragic things happen. That's where humanity's great lesson can be learned in this, guys. It is 2020. It's time for us to keep gaining that clarity vision. And I've also been sharing on my channel, and like I said, many others, it's many of the people that have been spiritually awake have known that we're having a stripping down of the ego personality. And what this collectively can do for us, I've been sharing it, if you go back and listen for the year that I've been on here, stripping down the ego personality so that we're more in that Christ consciousness, heart space, energy all the time, and living from that all the time, going forward. We have to think of a forward perspective going into the age of Aquarius, of more of a oneness consciousness, and realizing that every single human being is our brother and our sister. I'm very passionate about being on today, and I wanted to see how everybody's doing. And this is another thing coming up of the feminine energy and the goddess energy, is many of us are trusting our God-given intuition, and we hear that through our heart and soul. And then we allow our computers to process it from that heart space instead of vice versa, as we've all been, many people have been in. And that's where the ego death, never shaming it. I'm getting tired of having to correct myself with people that are trying to say the ego's not bad. I'm not saying it's bad. So I'm going to clarify that of, no, it's just flipping the script, right? And that's what I feel. A huge thing on this collective, you're being made to pause. Utilize it to benefit you, to strengthen you, to really listen to your heart and soul. And allow your connection and all the free things of life, your passion and your spirit and your creativity and your connection and your faith, to strengthen you. I've been drawn to the indigenous way of living for a long time. And it's no coincidence, because everybody needed this pause. Mother Earth, Gaia, needed this pause. Humanity has been collectively greedy and selfish. I'm not shaming abundance in any way. I believe as God's children, Mother, Father, God, all of us should be abundant. We're not meant to live in lack. We're not meant to be the scales way out of whack, where there's some people that are homeless and some people that have 5 homes. On a bigger scale and a bigger perspective, this time, this support of Saturn, Pluto in Capricorn, I believe Mars and Jupiter are right next to each other too. At the end of this month, Mars will move on into Aquarius. We'll see if there's more of an action being taken on a collective level that is for the benefit of all. How are you all doing? Are you allowing this pause to have you process the true values? Because that's another thing, North Node and Cancer. We've been in this. I've been saying it on my channel, many others as well. It's about out with the old structures that aren't working for all of humanity and in with the new. And Uranus and Taurus, quick change. The pause that we all got put into is like everybody's going to work fast, busy bees, ants going here, going there, grabbing fast food that's not really the benefit for anybody neither. It's created this pause amongst too much chaos, and nature is responding already, and it's only been a couple weeks for the majority of us, depending on what country you're in. This isn't the time to blame genders. This isn't the time to blame cultures. This quote thing that's going on out there knows no borders. It knows no gender. It knows no nationality. It doesn't know walls. And so think about that in a unity way. It isn't political. Take every opportunity for this pause to strengthen who you are spiritually. We have a lot of light coming in right now, so drink plenty of water, and that's just to be consciously aware of what we're doing, right? I made a smart aleck post on my Facebook about, aren't we supposed to wash our hands and be kind and compassionate all the time? And so if you're on my channel and you're sensitive to energy, you know, like, whoa, this is intense, and it is. Allow it to move through you, don't become it. Always increase your self-care. And I said on my last update, the biggest way to keep your immunity up, guys, is in peace and love and compassion, and to have no fear. That's not to say turn from fear. If you're feeling it, allow it. We are energetic beings. We feel energy move through us. We have to discern as an empath, and thank you God I did the work I've done in the past 6 years, and I telepathically had my child in spirit come to me the other night and said, Mom, I left. You already know that we have several choice points to leave our bodies. Our soul agreement, I left when I left to strengthen you for what you need to be as a light worker right now. And that was a beautiful message from my son in spirit the other night. And I kind of said to him telepathically, I know, right? Oh my God, son, you're so beautiful. Like, I'm thankful and full of gratitude today to be here, so real and raw and sharing. That is what I'm always intended to do, is just to try to uplift each other. Have this great awakening that's happened right now. I don't think any of us that have been aware of holding our own energy accountable, right? I've been saying this since I started my channel, the importance of it, because what we think and what we do, we create. And so the times of wars, walls, blaming a culture or political party is not going to be supported going forward. And, you know, it may put up a fight, but I believe in the bigger picture, we are on the right path. And what better than that to force everybody to pause, listen to this space, allow this to do your processing like a computer's supposed to, but don't allow an out of balance ego lead your vessel. Allow that to filter, but don't judge there. What comes through to you in your heart, the truth, the way, right? I always love that with my guide Yeshua, and like that illuminated heart. That is the truth and the way always. And not being of the world. That to me is so symbolic of you appreciate what you have as a human being. You don't allow monetary things to make you greedy. You don't be greedy with even your energy. Again, That's being said if you have healthy boundaries already, because there's always been this, human beings are leaving the time of comparing and competition because that creates separation between us. And I'm a firm testimony that love never dies. And I was also being told, and I don't know who I'm talking to, whether it's a spirit guide, I'm going to ask the next time, but it had come through to me when I was in the tub the other night that the souls that leave choose to leave, and there's several different soul choices, soul choice points. If some people choose to leave collectively, just like I feel they have, with 9/11, they're doing that for a mass consciousness. They chose to do that to help humanity, to help more and more people wake up. And so, again, happening now. What I would like to envision, that I have been envisioning in my prayers and energy work that I've been sending out to the whole globe, every individual, is that we don't go backwards this time. And that the change that's happening right now and the transformation stick, so that we can get back to how Creator really wanted us to live, which was everybody's your brother and sister, and that we're intended to have a good experience as a human here, not to be in hell. And so the humans have created the hell energy. So hopefully with this huge mass awakening, I believe many are going to wake up in this pause. And I am sitting here where I am in my little village going, yes! Their personalities might not be there yet, but their consciousness is sitting with me, and I feel it. There's been many people that have woken up sporadically throughout time as of this point. And that old timeline collapsing, there's going to be another mass awakening with this one as well. So keep your vibration high as you can. Like I said, do not turn from any fear or density that rises up within you. Be the transformer. Okay? So to save time, I pulled a card that I'm spirit blowing me away as usual. I shuffled and drew it before I came on, and it is from the Native Spirit Oracle, which is very native indigenous, and I've been drawn to these because Mother Earth, in order to heal, humans have to stop being the cancer, and being that we have an energy frequency that was to have dominion over all things, that wasn't to slaughter animals, kill things for no reason, throw plastic out into the oceans. A very huge conscious awareness of, I'm a huge firm supporter in recycling, and I actually envision a time when we're going to stop using the products that we do currently to love Mother Earth and Gaia, the womb, the feminine energy that supports us, instead of what we're doing, and stop spraying fields with chemicals. And I just envision a whole new world, no matter how long it takes. It might be me coming back for another lifetime. I would love to see a lot of these positive changes in my lifetime this time, though. And I have to share this too real quick before I give us the card. I said to my husband last night, can you believe that I went from a time when I was depressed and suicidal to wanting to thrive and be the light that I am for humanity? And I'm doing it not only for my son, but myself, and I'm feeling the glow within me, and I'm wanting everybody, all my brothers and sisters here, to feel that and grab onto that too, because there is nothing in the monetary world that will fill your cup the way spirit does. And then a beautiful, blows me away to this day how spirit talks to us, and you start creating these creations in the life that you want to experience, and you're seeing synchronicities everywhere. Again, getting back in tune with nature. That's why I drew from the native spirit, because we really do need to know that our bodies are of this earth. Our spirit is not. We need to take care of ourselves and take care of the body, which is Earth. Her beautiful womb sustains all of us. So God Creator made no accidents. Mother, Father, God are the most compassionate, loving parents. They're not a human personality. So gain your spiritual muscles and just get into that heart space. Allow the energy to move through you and take good care of you guys' selves. Sacred Seeker. Take time away from people and situations. Step back. Withdrawal. Inner truth is emerging in stillness, but first you need to retreat. Know that you're guided. Look for your answers in different ways. The answers are around you. Watch for signs in the coming days. Trust that your life is being directed. In earth-based cultures, larger questions about life are often answered on a vision quest. Solo retreats in nature. Questions such as, who am I? What am I meant to do with my life? And what is my mission, my purpose in life? Were often answered on quests of various kinds. Even if you don't have a burning question, when this card chooses you, it's telling you to take the time away from ordinary life. Your soul knows the truth. Take time in quietude to discover what it is. The answers to your questions are all around you, but you must be still to hear these messages. Freaking spirit, I'm telling you guys. Vision Quest is the perfect message to what is going on collectively in March of 2020. Allow this pause to send you on an internal vision quest in your heart space. Quiet the mind. Quiet your surroundings. Quiet the atmosphere. Be still and listen. Preferably out in nature so that you can feel that as we're all becoming back in sync with the Mother Gaia that's supporting us. Vision quests are a lot of spiritual awakenings for many people, and it may not come when you're in shock and lock at first, when you're being forced to stay at home right now, guys. I embrace that. I was forced and locked and loaded into it 6 years ago almost. And I am testimony too that all the strength and all of the immunity and all the answers and all the visions come from right in your stillness within you. So go on this vision quest. Allow this opportunity and this pause to have your light body vibrating at a frequency of love and compassion and truth in the way. And as we see these old structures continue to fall, remember this message. Remember that love that you feel in this quiet pause right now and the calmness. I'm going to leave it with that because I could have a lot more to share and reach my hand out to you guys. Thank you so much for being here with me. I am just like the rest of you. I feel this energy move through me and it is intense. Increase your water because we are literally changing our cellular DNA right now. A lot of collective fears being purged out of people. And I think it started with the old souls that remember old lifetimes of being killed before from different things and losing that and really allowing this. If you're awake and you're already feeling what I'm feeling, please reach out to others. Okay, another thing. I live in a small village that is not very much. A lot of people struggle financially. And what I witnessed when I went to the store today, Thursday, March 18th or 19th, whatever it is. Sun goes into Aries today, I know that much. So happy solar return to all my Aries people. We have Mars, your planet, going into Aquarius at the end of this month. So, beginning of April, so there's going to be some more action on the collective with that. But rewind. The friendliness and the kindness that I witnessed and was testimony to today at these little 2 stores that I went to in my small village, where there's a lot of poverty, like I said, financial poverty. The one gal was just getting toilet paper in. I just happened to need some. I'm not out buying it up like people that are in fight or flight. But what I witnessed with another couple women was so beautiful. And the lady was just stocking the shelves with a fresh thing of teepee. And I watched the 2 ladies only take 1 pack each. Could have it been they didn't have money to buy 2? Maybe. But my heart wants to see it as in, no, they left some for somebody else. Be that person. Grocery store was the same. Limited things. Worry about nothing, because Creator will always provide. Don't worry about your houses. Don't worry about how you're going to pay this, that, or the other. We are in a economic reset and a spiritual perspective. I want to say optimistically to level the playing field so there's not people starving. It's 2020. Nobody should be hungry. And so Creator does want us all to be abundant, but it can't be out of balance anymore. And I find it huge that this really amped up with the full moon in Virgo that we just had, because if anybody will make manifest some shit going, changing on Earth, will be a Virgo energy and birthing a new way. So about anchoring that in and making it manifest. Remember this always, in order for newness and for goodness and oneness to go full throttle moving into the age of Aquarius, the old structures need to fall. And we're in it. I can't believe we're in it. I'm so proud of everybody that's awake and has removed the scales from their eye, who have been taking good care of themselves and listening to themselves and not being concerned on who's calling them freaking crazy. Because now, what's crazy? I love you guys so much, and I will be with you again whenever I feel called to. Let me know in the comments where you're at, how you're doing. Are you anchoring your light? And remember to breathe deep. I'm feeling huge solar plexus energy and also heart energy. Allow that connection with your crown to be always connected with God, Creator, Source. And the biggest and easiest way to that is to live in love and not in fear. Namaste.